So how did this offering of worship songs come about? Well, God placed in me a few thoughts. One was that the worship of God should not be contained in these four walls. People need to hear about Him. People need to hear about the goodness of God. So we needed to get it out there. Secondly, truth. It's funny. A lot of people learn a lot of things through songs these days. A lot about Christ through songs, and sometimes more than the sermon. And so we needed to speak truth. Everything that we needed to say and we needed to sing had to have truth in it. And so that's why some of the songs on this project are hymns, because the songs of old had so many truths, and we can't forget that. And it's so important that we remember truth trumps everything. Melody, music, chords, whatever, instrumentation, whatever. And thirdly, we do what we do because we can. Early church wasn't big because they just couldn't be big. In Acts, God was turning thousands and thousands of people to Him, but they just couldn't trust everyone, so they had to go underground. Otherwise, they were afraid of persecution at the time. But we have this amazing privilege of being able to grow His church. We are His church. We have the freedom to grow His kingdom. So we do what we do because we can do what we do. So we must do as much as we can do. I hope that makes sense. So began the process. Our team got together at different times, sought after God, seeked God, in times of worship and stuff, and started writing songs of offerings to our Lord. I love the title track of this project, and it's called Higher Than I, which was taken from Psalm 61, and it says, "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." I was like, wow, so simple. God should take His place. And to be honest, during this time our church was going through a few hardships, and in this psalm it says, cry out to Him. And that's what we wanted to do that night in August during this recording, was just cry out to Him, have a time where we can just worship and cry out to Him. And as hard as it was at that time, we knew that even more so than ever, we needed to worship Him and look to Him. He is higher. Let Him be higher. I learned more and more that it wasn't about me, it wasn't about us, and it was about Him. He who is worthy, let Him take His place. Higher than I, above everything, Christ, take His place.